Good evening, everyone. My name is David Jones of David Jones Marketing. And what I want to do for you guys this evening is I want to take you through the Inb.Network, the AI marketing platform. I'm going to show you how these two websites, how these two entities kind of merge together to form the entire program. I'm going to share with you in this video how you would go about registering your account. I'm going to share with you where you would find your links to invite persons so that they can register for their accounts. And to start the ball off, I am going to log in to my Inb.Network account. Now, I'm doing this recording for you through Zoom, and I pray that everything is going according as designed. So let's get started. So what you're seeing in front of you, this is my screen, and you're seeing the Inb.Network. This is where everything starts from. You are going to notice that there are two accounts, or what appears to be two login details. You'll see my email address, workwithdavejones@gmail.com, and you're also going to see my wife's email address just under me, and you're going to see an icon that says add account. Now, what I'm going to do first of all is I'm going to log into my account, and I want you to pay special attention to what you see basically as I log into my account. This tutorial is going to be extensive, it's going to be lengthy, but at the end of the day you're going to have a clear understanding of what you ought to be doing when you are going about building your network, building your business within the Inb.Network and the AI marketing counterpart. So here you have your password. I just need to scroll and select my password. I click that I am not a robot. That's the reCAPTCHA, and once that is done, you click login. Now, for any time you hit login, as you can see, it's logging into the Inb.Network. The next page that comes up will show that I am in the back office of the Inb.Network. If anyone gives you a link to register for this platform, that link should lead you to be coming in to the Inb.Network. What I'm going to share with you next is we're in the back office. We're going to look through the tabs, and we're also going to note what each tab stands for. Now, when you log into the Inb.Network, it's going to bring you first of all to what is called the News tab. That's this tab down here where I have the mouse right now under News, and this is what the News tab looks like. This is what you're seeing here. Okay. There are no current new news events that they have put up for some time. The last one would have been the 13th of May 2021 up here. So let's start then from the top. From the top we have AI marketing. This is the other website I mentioned earlier. Now, from within your Inb back office, you can log straight into your AI marketing website. Why? Because these two websites are merged. Even though they have independent login areas, you can access one from the back office of the other. But that is only from the Inb.Network to the AI marketing. There is no tab that I am aware of at the recording of this video where you can go from the AI marketing back to the Inb.Network. But I know that you can go from the Inb.Network straight to AI marketing. And the reason for this, I believe, is because when it comes to your referral links, you're given two links actually. One link is for the Inb.Network, and that's where you're supposed to start. And the other link is for the AI marketing. But what I've discovered is that if you register an account for the Inb.Network first and foremost, the credentials that you utilize for that account become the same credentials that you'll use to get into the AI marketing. And let me go straight there and show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to click on AI marketing. You'll see that right away I am brought to a fresh page, AI marketing /RU/. What happens is your browser is checked before accessing the AI marketing website. This is done through Cloudflare. And here you see the page opened representing now the AI marketing website. The first thing you're going to notice is that this website is in a language with symbols that would suggest of a European nature. And actually up here you're given a clue because it says RU, so we know that this is Russian. And the first thing that you'd want to do when you get here is you click on this tab. When you click on this tab, a drop down menu occurs from which you can select one of 16 or so languages, and my language is English, so I will select English. I'll click on English, and you'll notice right away that once I click on English that the website changes into English. Before I continue to log into the AI marketing website, however, I want you to, having been brought to this page, and even in your own personal access, when that time comes around, you may want to scroll down the page and familiarize yourself with some of the things on the page before looking to log in, because this is where you'll get information as to what the website is all about. What exactly is AI marketing all about? What are they doing? In fact, you may be wondering that all now as we have gotten this far. I don't really want to confuse you, but we are going to be going kind of back and forth between Inb.Network and AI marketing. But I just want to show you here how you can get from the Inb.Network, which is here. You click on AI marketing and it brings you right away over to this page. But we're not inside AI marketing yet. What we have to do now is click this button. It says sign in or sign up. Well, since we are already logged into Inb.Network, what is going to happen is that all I have to do is click this button here. When I click this button, it's going to bring me to this page where it says sign in. It's going to show me this icon, which is the Inb.Network icon. It's going to show me this G, which I think stands for Google. And it's going to show me two other icons. I'm not really interested in these, so I did not take the time to familiarize myself with what these stand for. But the icon that you're going to be interested in is this one, the Inb.Network icon. Why? Because you've just left Inb and you want to come now to the corresponding account within AI marketing. So you click this. And once I click that, that is going to take me now to the login page now to get me into the AI marketing back office. You'll see it is familiar to the Inb.Network login page. That's because, as I said to you before, the two are more or less merged. So when I click here, again, similar to what I did with Inb.Network, it's going to bring me here where I have to put in my password. That password is going to be same password as with Inb.Network. I'm going to click again, I am not a robot. And once the reCAPTCHA is completed, That is done by when you see a tick appearing here as just now. I'll click login, and once I click login, I am going to know, you'll see it says in the URL up here, AI.Marketing /AUTH authorized /success. So it means to know that I am officially entering the AI marketing account or back office. So I am now within the AI marketing back office. When the page is finished loading, you're going to see what you will see. All right. So the page has finished loading, and the first thing that you're going to see here is my AI marketing back office. Now I've only been in the program just shy of, when was this here, the 19th of May, which is approximately 12 and that's 21 days then. 21 days. 19 and 12 is 31, and it's another 9, yeah, 21 days. Right, so I've been in the program 21 days, and this is what it's about. Now, we are going to pause at this stage. We are going to pause at this stage because I've so far shown you the inside of the Inb network, and I've shown you what inside the AI marketing looks like. So let's go back to the Inb network, and let me now share with you as we go through these tabs, learn a bit about what each tab means so that we can close off Inb, and then I can take you back to the AI marketing. So as an individual, you may want to know, how do you go about earning with this platform? And to do that, you'll have to understand a bit about what the Inb is all about. Now, I am hoping that you are still seeing my screen. I believe that you are, that you can still see my screen. And what you're seeing now is a blog post that I wrote, which says Inb.Network, 3 exciting ways to earn passive income using the Inb network. Now, I wrote this blog post on the 23rd of May, which would have been 4 days after I signed up with the Inb network. This blog post is just under 2,000 words, but it kind of serves as an interview complete with photos, and it will basically give you an idea of what Inb is all about. So I'm just going to read a bit here. It says, Inb Network is quickly becoming a household name as this incredible platform has created a way for regular people like you and me to make money using cashback and artificial intelligence. I want to introduce you to what is called the Inb Network through this unbiased review, and share with you how simply easy it is to create passive income generating cashback through the power of AI, that is artificial intelligence. So what exactly is the Inb network? Well, the Inb network, as it is called, is actually a business model that allows its members to earn online. The business model is about managing a large customer base. This is done by engaging in agreements with online income projects. Now, what does that all mean? Well, let's read on a bit. The company earns a share of the income of the partner project for introducing a large customer base. Our clients earn both through individual work at the partner platform and by new members invitation, which is MLM. There are a number of additional ways to earn, including traditional internal currency called MBO tokens. Now, this part may be a little confusing, and actually this part is taken straight from the back office of Inb network. But if I were to break it down for you, what exactly this is saying is that when you look at the Inb network, what has happened is that we are making money in this platform through a strategy called cashback. You would have noticed that there are certain companies, whether online or offline, that you can make purchases from. And from time to time, these companies, as a way of creating an environment of friendliness interaction with their customers, they give away what is called cashback. It's a way for customers and clients to earn back a percentage of the monies that they spent for the services or products or goods that they would have received from the company they did business with. So for example, if you went to a Starbucks coffee shop and you ordered coffee for yourself, a latte, hot chocolate, whatever, and probably some croissants or donuts or what have you, at the end of the day, when you paid for that bill, Starbucks may have given you an opportunity to earn what is called cashback, meaning that as you look at your bill, you may notice that you see the cost of the items, you see the total cost of the bill, and then you see there's a percentage at the bottom saying cashback, meaning that you're entitled to get back a percentage of what you spent as a way of the company saying thank you for your patronizing us. And obviously, if you're going to have a situation like this where you can actually earn back part of the money you spent, what are you going to do? You're going to return to that establishment, because it's like the more you purchase from them, the more you keep getting back. So it's kind of like they're sensitizing you to keep coming back, and they're giving you reason to. So that is what the whole thesis is on this arrangement, where you have the Inb.Network, and Inb.Network of itself focuses on the interaction between customer and company, with cashback being the strategy involved that would cause new clients to be added or become part of the customer base of these companies. And the way how we now get into the picture is that through artificial intelligence or through AI, through the marketbot, we have a system in place where we connect the businesses with new clientele through the use of artificial intelligence, which goes out there creating ads and advertising for the businesses, for the companies. And as these companies then are paired with potential clients and customers, and they make sales, what they do is they pay a commission for the artificial intelligence or for AI marketing having brought them this new business, and that comes back to us in the form of cashback. So how does it work? In a nutshell, this is what happens. We as affiliates and members of the AI marketing platform, we invest our money into funding the robots, which are the artificial intelligence. These robots will go out there and through market research and everything that has been programmed into the algorithm, they will find the very best deals for these businesses and companies, thus increasing their customer base, making them sales. The companies, as a result of this system that we bring to them, this service that we offer, will pay commissions in the form of cashback. And then what happens is, because our robots were the ones involved in bringing them the volume and business in the first place, we then are awarded the cashback through that setup, through our connection with AI marketing. We get 55% of the cashback, and AI marketing gets 45% of the cashback. Now, cashback is not instantaneously awarded. There is a pending day period, because you have to appreciate that there may be customers who may then become dissatisfied with a service or they want a refund. However, that does not affect us in making our commissions or receiving our cashback, because the company has something in place where all that is concerned. But when you go through this blog post, you will then be taken to everything that goes on within the setup and how we go about making money. If I were to read a little more here, you determine, let me see here if let me go back a little bit. The principal source of the income comes from cashback rewards. Actually, let me go back. What you have here on the one hand is the Inb network. On the other hand, you have the marketing arm called AI marketing. And this is fueled by bot automation. Simply put, robot technology, otherwise known as market bots. The principal source of the income comes from cashback rewards. The network covers over some 20,000 companies, and the market bots, through artificial intelligence, will seek to capture a large market share. Through advertising, the bots will present persons to the best offers available, with a strategy being the cashback rewards. When sales are made, it doesn't end there. The market share which the bots help you acquire in the first place are further lured by the availability of cashback incentives based on their purchases. You determine the profits to be generated by first becoming a partner of the network. That's when you register them with Inb, and thereby, having done so, you also become now a member of AI marketing, and you can now fund your robot to go and advertise on your behalf. This advertising, whether for the many companies making up the network or even for your own personal company, benefits you in the following way. What we have is a numerous amount of companies, but simply not enough customers to satisfy them all. So a means or strategy had to be devised to capture any and all elusive customer clientele. There had to be a way to get new clients by being prepared to make their shopping experience one that gave more back to them, so in turn the result would become the customer spending more, a happy trade-off. Aggregators, as they are called, will pay commissions for attracting customers. So that is the companies who are seeking to get this customer base or their customer base enlarged. They will pay commissions for attracting customers. People call those commissions cashback, and we use artificial intelligence to help them do just that, and at the same time we share in the rewards. That's the whole process. Depending on the website, the cashback can vary from 1.5% to 15% for goods, and from 15 to 60% for services. So through our automated system of market bots, we can connect you to the best variables. Make no mistake about it, the war for customers has begun, and one of the strategies being used for winning that war is cashback. So this is my blog post, and this is the URL for that blog post up here, davidjonesmarketing.com/earn-passive-income-using-Inb.Network. All you have to do is go there and read through the blog post, and it will give you an idea of all that can be, all that's to be understood through the Inb network. You can see there are photographs here revealing the back office and other stuff that I am going to get into. So I've done a fairly detailed thing for you here. I even have a video that I created showing you a walkthrough of the AI marketing back office, and then I go into some deeper detail on what exactly is cashback. And if I can just pause here for a little longer, cashback is simply getting your money back after you've bought something. This is normally for online purchases, but sometimes this is for in-store shopping as well. To earn cashback, you click through the link on the cashback site and buy as normal. They track your purchase and pay you a percentage back. The option to receive cashback is built into the checkout process when cardholders swipe or dip their card at an electronic cash register. Today, receiving cashback is a common practice at grocery stores, gas stations, pharmacies, and many other retail stores. Cashback is a reward given to a consumer for making a purchase and spending money at a specific business. Then businesses can set days and times to offer extra cashback offers, which is a higher percentage to get more new customers coming through the door at tactical times. And then I go on to show you how Inb brings it all together using AI. So let me go back to the Inb network, and I'm just going to show you the tabs that will be of interest to you. The next tab is how to earn. This tab breaks down in a nutshell the marketing model, how you can earn. It goes into a little detailed explanation of what are NBO and PRTN assets. Then it shows you, is it possible to build a career with the Inb.Network? It shows you the different levels and the percentage earned at those levels when you go through the ranks. When you come into Inb.Network, you come in as a partner and you earn 5% on your personally invited directs. From there, based on the volume generated by your directs and their future directs, that volume is what is responsible here in this column which says sales volume. That sales volume is what is responsible for you hitting these varying levels as seen here under status. And your bonuses, as you hit the different levels, there are 0, 0 through 13. These are the bonuses that you will receive, and at the different levels, the partner income, meaning that this is the percentage you're earning on the partners that you have, which make up your network. So when you start your partner, when you have started to build your network, we are recommending that you only really need to bring in 2 persons to open or unlock the binary. And if you decide you want to have a 3rd person, okay, but there's no need to go beyond that. 2 is ultimately all you need. If you want 3, so be it, but you don't need to go beyond that. Because how this setup works is when you have your 2 persons, you then help them to bring in their 2 persons each. So now your network is yourself, your first 2 people, and their 2 people. So that is 2, 4, 6. That's 7 persons in all. And then those 2 people that you first brought in, helping them get their 2, they will go out now and each get 2 persons apiece, and it goes on like that. And then the volume, as these people fund their robots, begins to create sales for you. When you get to 10 sales, or 10, your sales volume being 10, you go from being a partner to being an agent, but your percentage is still 5%. And then your next goal will be to get to 4,096, at which point you become a leading agent, and this is where you get your first bonus of $100. You're now earning 6%, but this $100 goes into the robot, which fuels you with more sales, thus earning you more cash back. Everything has been designed to earn you more cash back. The more the more sales you get, the more cash back you earn. Alright? The more you fund your robot, the more sales the robot can go and bring in for you, the more cash back you earn. So that is how the bonuses actually will work in your favor. So the key is to build your network. Build your network as large as you possibly can. Start to go up the ranks. You start to make the bonuses. The bonuses go into your robot, thus creating more sales for you, thus creating more cash back, to a point where you could be earning comfortably $500, $600, $700, $800, $900, $1,000 a day. So the first thing you're going to want to do is to take some time to go through this back office and learn the different components, but it does not mean that you have to know it all. The most thing that you would probably need to know is, having gotten a link to sign up, you're going to want to know, where now do I find my link to be able to invite persons? And having invited persons and those persons are signing up, how do I see my structure? Well, the first thing I'm going to point you to is the invite. This is the invite here. When I click on invite, you see what happens. There is a pop-up that comes up and it says copy to share. So this link in here, and I'm going to click this link and copy it. This is my Inb.Network link, and the next link under it is my AI.Marketing link. So I'll click done to remove that. So that is where you will find your link to bring in people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, the 8th tab down from the top, invite, that's the link you want. The next link that you may want to look at is your partners. In the partner link, okay, it's taking me back through the login process again, because if you have it open for a certain amount of time, and as the system sees nothing is really happening, it takes you through the process again, just for the sake of making sure that, it's kind of like a safety something that we're doing here. So I'm logged back in again, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back to that last tab that we were looking at, which is the partners tab, and that way you're going to see basically how many people I have in here with me, my network. One other thing I should also note is that if I go back to the invite tab, you may not be able to notice it here, but at the very end of that tab, that link, you see it says 9D34D, and there are obviously some other letters or numbers coming after that. Well, for sure, what you're going to see up here with my ID, you're going to see that that's the same thing you're seeing up here. So I'll come back and show you something more about that as we go on. So I'm going to click on partners. When I click on partners now, you're going to see basically what's going on in your structure. So you'll see that currently my sales are $620 and 15 cents out of 4,096. This bar shows you how far you're going, your progress. My customer profit share currently is 5%. My bonus level is at partner, but my sales level is at agent, because I've gotten more than 10. You see I'm at 620. Now as I scroll down, the bonus that I am chasing is this one here, which is $100, and I get that when I reach 4,096. And with everybody working together and building, trust me, you can hit that in no time. If you want to see the structure, and this will be to confirm that persons that you are bringing in are being correctly logged in under you. As I click on structure, you'll see that I have here 3 persons here: Anne-Marie Duran, I have Hamza Habib, and I have Julissa Terrell Jones. So I have 3 persons under me, and all 3 persons have invested in their robot. As seen here, you see invested, and it shows you the amounts. And these amounts here are outside of something that I'm going to share with you when we get into the AI marketing. And the turnover here that you see on this side over here, this turnover is coming from their network. All right, so if you see a network that shows 0, it means that the persons under this person have not yet done any funding of their individual bots. Okay, when you see a blue icon next to the person's name, it means that they have persons under them. For example, in Anne-Marie's case, if I click on her icon, you'll see that she has 2 people under her. Fatma has an icon next to her name, as well as Kanizale. If I click on Kanizale, you'll see that she has 2 persons under her. If I go back to Fatma and I click on her icon, she has 2 persons under her as well. So that is how that works. Now, I dare say the others would also have 2 persons under them, so that you'll have an idea of how that aspect works. This is how you can see your structure, and you have an idea of what's going on. So the tabs then of interest to you would be the AI marketing tab, the how to earn tab, the partners tab, and the invite tab. Now there are other interesting tabs in here. There's one called chat, and this is something here that, as well, what I don't know about you, but for me personally, when I come into a program, I like to click on all the tabs and learn everything that there is to learn about what I'm involved in. All right, There is an aspect of this program here that I've just clicked on, assets. You see there is PRTN and NBO. I am going to do some more research on that so that I can more or less help people be brought up to speed to understand this aspect of it. But there is an exchange, there is a crypto section, and that is covered in this section here. Now I'm going to take you over to the AI marketing because I think we have spent enough time on this. The more important things that you need to know about the IMB is the fact that the invite tab is where you would find your this is where you would find your link to bring people into the program. And then if you want to confirm that they have been brought in properly, you can always come back here and click on partners and click on structure, and that will tell you if the persons that you brought in with your link are actually under you or not. If you see any person under you that you know you did not bring in, it is possible that they in the process perhaps of you sharing or what have you, something may have gone wrong from the point of view that a person may have had a link exposed out there and somebody saw it and just decided to click on it because they wanted to get in, and not realizing that yes, they're in, but they're not where they exactly they may want to be. But hey, the thing about this program is that once you are in and you're funding your robot, you will make money. It's as simple as that. Because those sales that your robot is bringing into you is going to help you to rank up. But it's important to have at least 2 people with you to unlock that binary, okay? Because you would want to be able to get those bonuses, as it were, to help you go further. So we're going to go over to the AI marketing. At this point here, if there are any questions that you have concerning this point here, then I would invite you to make note of those questions, jot them down on a piece of paper, because at the end of this video on the screen I will show you how to contact me, that you can send me those questions so I can answer them and get the answers back to you so that you'll have no trouble whatsoever. As I go over now to the AI marketing, I saw a question recently where someone pointed out that their ads balance had showed $50, but it's like they weren't sure what else to do or what happens next. So we are in the AI marketing zone now, and let me explain to you what's happening over here. So like I said, I've been in the program 3 weeks. When you sign up through IMB and you come over then to the AI marketing, having just created your IMB account, and you click that tab in the back office of IMB, and it brings you over to the AI marketing and you log in. The first thing you're going to do when you log in is you're going to come down to this portion, this part here that says top up, because when you are given a link to sign up for Inb.Network, the person giving you that link should also give you a code. Now I'll show you first where the code comes from. I've shown you where the link comes from in the Inb.Network. Okay, this is going to ask me to sign in again, perhaps because I've been in here on one page so long. It's kind of like when you're on one page so long and you're not doing anything on it, it has a timeout, and then you gotta log back in. So that's what's happening here. So I hope it doesn't take too long to get me back on track. Okay, so here is the page here. You click on that icon to the left. It actually puts you to go back through this process where you click, you're going to see your email address, your password, and you do the reCAPTCHA, and then obviously after that you are in. am not a robot. And I am on my way back in. So what's happening now, as I was about to tell you, is that when you create your account with Inb and you come over to the AI marketing back office, the person that gave you the link for the Inb should also have given you a code, so that when you get over to the AI marketing back office, that you are in a position to redeem that code to start your robot off towards you making money with AI marketing, and to give you an idea of how the program works. So the company gives you a $50 gift voucher to start you off. Now the $50 will approximately generate between $75 to $80 in cash back for you. The idea then is that you will pay back that $50 gift code, leaving yourself with between $25 to $30, which you can later reinvest into your robot to make more money around the next time. The thing is though is that the first withdrawal that you're going to make is going to have to be done when you reach $100. And you have to reach $100 if you're even going to take out the $50 to pay back that gift voucher. So let me further explain what I'm saying here. First thing first, in your AI marketing back office, the tab that helps you, or the tab that you need to locate to get that code to give to your future invitees, is this code that says, this tab that says cashback. When you click on this cashback tab, it brings you to a page saying cashback, and it also shows you the gift voucher. And here, although you may not be able to see it too well, this is the code here. This is my code here. And there is something here at the side where when you click on it, it actually copies that code, and then you send that code to the person that you want to give it to. Or you can download the voucher here at this side, send them that entire thing, and you'll see here that it says share the certificate with a friend and get 5% cash back on his future purchases. What that purchases mean is whenever your friend invests in the robot, whatever he invests in the robot to get sales, you're going to make 5% of that investment. It does not affect what sales he's getting. It's just the company's way of rewarding you because you brought that person to them, and that's how it goes. You will see that I have 3 activations and 4 sales. What this means is that out of the 3 persons that I brought in, all 3 of them had robots, their robots activated through codes, and 3 of them would have funded their robot. 1 in particular funded the robot twice, and that's why the sales are saying 4 as opposed to saying only 3. Okay, the immediate cashback generated from those sales was $18.36. So that's what you see. If I scroll back up here, you'll see that my cashback is $18.36, but the pending cashback is a further $125.19. So it means then that in total I have $143.55. But this pending is so because, as I said before, when a cashback goes on, the companies that are offering the cashback often have a time period before that money is actually available to you. For the most part, it's between 22 to as long as 60-70 days, but it's guaranteed, it's there. So the other tabs that you want to look at here would be the sales, and the sales tab will just show you the amount of daily sales that you are getting. And it also, so it says here the date of the sale. Alright, it shows you, in addition to the date of the sale, it shows you the companies, which are the aggregators, as I mentioned before, the companies. Alright, so these are where people are shopping. It shows you the sale amount. This is the amount of the purchases, the value of the purchases that the people are making. and then it shows you the cashback rate, 4%. So the next column, which is your cashback, this is what you get. The deduction here is what the company gets, and the await period is the number of days you have to wait before that cashback is automatically in the section at the top here, your cashback, where you can then do something about withdrawing it. All right. Now, okay, I'm on the. When I clicked up here, it brought me to the marketing tab. I don't want to be on the marketing tab just yet, because this is actually something that you can also do, where you can create a branded landing page. But I don't want to confuse you with this right now, because we are inviting persons to join us first at the Inb before coming over here. So let me go back then to the stats. This is also something that you want to see, and then I'm going to go to the top up, which is to show you how you actually use that code to get your robot activated and working. Now on the stats page, you're going to see the amount of views I would have gotten through my robot working for me, 694. You're going to see the number of visitors who would have seen the advertising that the robot presented before them. I would have gotten 53 sales. So far, my amount spent on advertising would have been $77.52. My advertising budget here is $222, which represents $50 from the robot, from the cash voucher that I would have been given, and the other $72 is $172 is what I put in myself, and so far profit is at 56.34%, and the cashback pending is $125.19. So, and I still have the difference between this 77.52 and this amount here is the amount of spending power I have still left. So by the time it ends, I would have definitely made back this money and more. So I would be in profit. And you can see here, if you go down here, this will give you an aggregate of what you're doing. So on the 8th of June, I would have had 20 views, I would have had 12 visitors, I would have had 4 sales. Those 4 sales would have brought $347.44 with a cashback value of $13.25. On the 6th of June, I would have had 35 views, 13 visitors, 4 sales again, a total of $535, a cashback of $9.80. And you see the amount of visitors you've had per day, the number of sales, the amount of money those sales brought, and the cashback generated. So from here now, I'm going to take you to top up. Top up is where you fund your robot. Now you'll see it says ads balance top up. So when you top up here, it is going to bring up your let me go back to my advertising. Right, when you it's going to bring up the amount of advertising budget you have. So when you top up, this is where that money goes. I'll also say to you right now, I should have mentioned it earlier, from the time you top up your robot using that gift voucher, it takes about 24 hours before you see your robot status being changed from off, OFF, to at work. So just because you've signed up with Inb and you have come over here to AI marketing, don't expect that just because you've signed up that your robot automatically kicks into work right away. It takes about 24 hours as a maximum before that robot becomes activated after you put in your gift code. And in fact, sometimes you don't even have to put in the gift code, because how it actually is functioning now to a greater than lesser extent is from the time you use that person's link to sign up, by the time you get over here to AI marketing, when you go from the back office of Inb straight over to AI marketing, then your robot is already funded. But obviously, like I said, it takes you 24 hours before it becomes activated, and then you'll see it saying at work. So then, let me take you now back to top up. And on the top up, you'll see here that it says here minimum $50, maximum $1,000. That's really $100 it ought to be saying. The minimum they're asking you that you top up your robot is $100 US. The maximum could be $1,000 US. And these are the methods of payment they have here. Well, Visa and MasterCard, they're still working on that, going through the testing and what have you, so that you can actually use these platforms. But other than that, there's something called MIR card, there's Bitcoin, there's Ethereum, there's Tether, ERC20, there's Perfect Money, or there's Payeer. These are the methods that you can use to top up your card. Now, if time permits, and if I can do it, I may show you what it looks like when you actually go through this process for the first time, in terms of what an actual sign up process looks like, so that you can see it being done and see what I'm doing, so you know how to do it yourself. What I'm going to go to next, the next tab, is the transfer tab. The transfer tab, you'll see what it says here. It says here certificate return. I told you that the company gives you a gift voucher of $50 when you have made back that money, where it becomes available cash back. That is when you can come to the transfer tab, you'll click give it back, it'll just pull the money from here and it will take it back. Okay, and that's basically what the transfer tab is all about. We also have a frequently asked questions, and then there's a task. Now for the task are just ways that you can earn additional monies to your cashback. For example, you can click on a video that has been used on YouTube promoting the system, right? Or you can take a like and write a comment to a ready-made video on YouTube and Instagram. And the details here at the side, when you click details, it tells you exactly what it wants you to do pertaining to this task. And once the task is completed successfully, they'll pay you $1.50. For these other tasks, you get $1 each. Now people may say, oh, well, that's just $1, that's just $1.50. But trust me, all of it is passive income that you're going to be making for simple little things you're doing, and it adds up. And that is basically what it's all about, folks. This is the whole setup here. What I'm going to do at this stage is I am going to see now, I want to pause the recording. I want to pause the recording for a bit here. Recording. Okay, so I am back with you, and let me now share my screen once again. What I'm going to do next is I am going to actually take you through a live registration so that you can see what it entails, and hopefully you'll be able to follow this to successfully not only sign people up, but help them sign other people up as well. And it's going to be very clear, it's going to be very easy, it's not too difficult. Although I do see people, I don't know if they're using mobile. I would always recommend, when you're doing sign-ups and registration, you do them on a laptop, or at worst case scenario a tablet, but a laptop or desktop is better. Mobile sometimes can be tricky, and I don't really want to see what I have already started seeing, which is persons having multiple accounts under them, and they're in their name as well, which means that they're not paying attention to something, and you have to be very careful in what you're doing, because sometimes things do happen. So you want to be on top of your game, as it were. Okay guys, so this is the last lap. This is where you'll actually see a registration in process from start to finish. And what you're seeing here is you're seeing the screen, a screen that basically allows you to put in your email and your password, your reCAPTCHA, and you click login. However, we are not here to log into an account. What you need to be looking for on this page, this is the page that would have come after I would have put in a link, and in putting the link in and hitting enter, this is the page that comes up. But you'll notice at the bottom it says here, I don't have an account, register now. And that is basically what we are here to do. So when I click register, it is going to open me up to another page. The first thing that you're going to notice is that it shows you the ID number of the person who would have done the invite. Now this person that did the invite is Arnetta, and the person who is coming into the system here is as follows. So we're going to have Sherry, and her last name, C-R-I-C-H, Sherry Critchlow, is who's signing up. This will be her email address, and her email, sorry, that's right, that's her email address. And then you have the password. Now you notice that you're seeing a lot of email addresses. These are a lot of people that have helped go through the sign up process for the sake of making life easier for them. Alright? So so now we're going to sign up here. Wait a minute, I think I hit a button just now. And then we gotta confirm the password. So we have Sherry Critchlow, she's signing up. She's going to be under this person here, Arnetta. This is her email address. She's going to click that she's not a robot. And then she's going to click register. So what it's going to do, it's going to bring up the page now. So there you have, we are inside Sherry Critchlow's back office. And what's the first thing? Who can, well, I forget, I'm recording this, but I don't have an audience. I was just about to ask you, who can tell me what is the first thing that this person, having now registered, is going to want to do? They want to go to invite, and they're going to want to copy their invitation link, and they're going to store that somewhere so that they have that now that they can share with, you know, whoever they would want to share with. Now we're not done yet. They want to also go over to the AI marketing site to have their account set up there as well. So what they're going to do is they're going to click on AI marketing. And having clicked on AI marketing, they're going to be brought over now to the AI marketing website. So having been brought over to the AI marketing website, the first thing that they're going to do after the page loads, they're going to click on Are You, which is going to give them the drop down menu. They're going to click on English, which will take the site from Russian words to English words. Then they're going to click here, this button, sign in, sign up. Now because they're new and the system does not recognize them, this will become a sign up. Even though it says sign in, this is considered new because they have never been a part of the network before. They created the Inb.Network account. That's why it's saying sign in, but actually there's someone new. So when I click this icon now, this is going to bring them here. You can see here it has now their email address because they're logging into their account. They're going to click here. The next thing it's going to do is going to ask for their password. So you're going to put in the password here. Then you're going to click I am not a robot. And you're going to click login. So this time now, notice again, like I said, this is proof in the URL here. They're logging into the AI marketing back office. And when they come into here, let's see what we can easily pick up. Now, when you come into the advertising section, you're gonna end up at my advertising. Okay, you're gonna end up at my advertising. Now you will notice here that it does not show an ads balance, which means then that in this case the code has to be entered. The code has to be entered independently. It's not automatic. Okay. So the first thing that is going to happen is they're going to say, welcome to the online trading world. I am MarketBot. I will be your personal assistant in the online trading world. How can I call you? So you have to create a name here for yourself. And what some people would do here at this point, and I don't really want to do it now because I normally would do this under other circumstances just to see what happens. Because people here I already have an account. But what I do here is in this section here, I just type the person's name, right? And I will go like this, introduce myself. So in this case, I'll just put Sherry, because this is Sherry Critchlow's account, which we just started. I'll click introduce myself. Now, the robot may say, well, I already know a person with that name. I'm afraid I will get confused. How else can I call you? And just so that this becomes unique for Sherry, I'll put a capital C on the end, which is her last name. And I can put also, let me see, I think I can put this as well. So I am calling her Sherry_C. When I click here, okay, you cannot use the space and symbols in the name. But that's funny because it says here, oh, wait a minute. I may have misinterpreted that. Wait a minute. Latin or Cyrillic numbers are as part of censorship. Okay. Well, in that case, then what I will put here then is I'll put Sherry. Yeah, I'll put Sherry and a capital C at the end. And I'll just click introduce myself. And as long as there's no one else with that username, Sherry, capital C, she's good to go. The next thing here that we want to do is we want to now top up her robot. Okay, her ad. So we're going to go to top up. And when we go to top up, let me show you what you're going to see here. Now, you will recognize this from earlier when I showed you the top up page, but this is what I want you to see now. And I scroll back up here for a reason. Look at this now. When I click here, what does it say? Do you see something new here in the list? Now, before, in the drop down menu here for the methods of top up, we only had Visa, MasterCard as number 1, and then we had all the others. But look at what is at the top now. Gift certificate is at the top. So if I click on gift certificate, you'll see here now that it has a space for me to punch in the gift certificate code. And that is what we are looking for, the gift certificate code. So then, that's where we have to go next with the gift certificate code. And that is what we're going to be doing. So we are going to get that gift certificate code, and we are going to go from there. So I'm going to pause the video at this point because I need to pull up that code, and I don't want to put the wrong code in there, because that's also a place where you can have some trouble. So let me pause at this point, and then I can come back. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to put in our Netta's code, gift code, in here, and you can see that it's already saying $50 US. So I've put our Netta's gift code because Sherry would have been signing up, registering using our Netta's link. I'm going to put our Netta's gift code in here, and then I'm going to click pay. When I click pay, it's going to show you that the gift certificate has been successfully redeemed, and you'll also notice that up here it says now the ads balance is $50. But if I go back to advertising, my advertising, you're going to see though that the robot status says off. So what happens here is that within 24 hours we come back, this robot status will then be on, and Sherry's robot would have started to generate her views and sales and obviously cash back. So welcome aboard, Sherry. Congratulations, Arnetta. You just have to get one more person in your network, and let's see if this was done correctly. We're going to go back now, and we're going to check Arnetta's. I'm going to log out here, and we are going to check Arnetta's back office, and we are going to see basically whether this was done correctly or not, and then we'll call it a wrap. Okay, welcome back again. So we are in the back office of Arnetta Hood, and Sherry Critchlow would just have signed up using Arnetta's link. And as a way now of proving that whatever was done correctly, I'm going to do two things here. I'm going to click on I'm going to show you two things here. First thing first, we are in Arnetta's Inb back office. I'm going to click on partners. When I click on partners, I am going to click on structure. When I click on structure, who do we have here? We have Sherry Critchlow. This is who Arnetta, this is who would have just signed up with Arnetta. So under Arnetta link partners, you can see Sherry's name is here. So that registration and everything about it was done successfully. If I take you over to Arnetta's AI marketing back office, I am going to take you to, where is it? Sales, is it sales? Is it stats? Wait a minute. Now Arnetta would have started a couple days ago, and she has only spent I think she started about 3 or so 4 days ago. She's spent $8.34. She's had 5 sales, 23 visitors, 40 views, and her pending cashback is $20 and $42. And her sales volume generated yesterday was a whopping $671. Wow. Well, right, her robot would have officially started yesterday. So she got 3 sales off the bat, and she that pulled in $671, giving her $13.56 in cash back. And let me see here. Where am I? Now you're seeing here that she has 5 sales, and we're seeing here 3 sales, which means that there is another area. I'm going to find that and share that with you, because when persons sign up with you using your link and they activate the robot, that activation counts as a sale for you, even though it doesn't actually carry a monetary value with it, because you're eventually going to pay that $50 back. But there, I'm trying to remember the tab where you would see that. Let me see if it's under sales. I know there's a section where you can see it. I'm not sure if where is it? Where are you? I'm not sure if I can see it yet here, but I know that I showed it to you earlier when we were looking at my own, and you were able to see. I shared with you to show you basically how my sales were generated in terms of the cash back and the actual person signing up, etc. But anyway, be that as it may, there is another feature I want to share with you in here. It's called the AI Assistant. And what this AI Assistant can do for you is, once you set it up, you can actually get this AI Assistant to make calls on your behalf to real people that you want to share the presentation with, about how this AI marketing and stuff works. And obviously you've got to fund it, but this is something that is worth looking at as well, right? And this is where you can get artificial intelligence to work on your behalf, even to help build up your network. The only thing here though is that, well, the company more or less pays you to enlarge your network. I guess for those persons who may just want to run with it and have more than necessarily 2 people, because I'm not saying that you can only bring in 2 people. You can bring in as many people as you want, but I'm saying that you only really need 2 to crack that binary to start benefiting from those what you call it, the levels, and obviously the bonus payouts. But if you have a bunch of affiliates under you, and all those affiliates are go-getters, then they will rapidly build up their networks, and that will obviously benefit you, and you'll get to scale obviously a lot faster. So that's I guess another way of looking at it. So that's basically it. You can see here on in our Netta's back office here under Cashback, you'll notice that it says activation 1. All right, what do you think that means? Activation 1. And I'm on the Cashback, which is the same page where you get the gift. It's the same page where you get the gift code. So if you look here, activation 1, and it occurred on today's date, this is the code that I would have used for Arnetta when Sherry was actually topping up her robot, and that's where that activation came from. Alright, so that's just something also to note. So this is basically what it's all about. I have shared with you the AI marketing back office. I've shared with you the IMB as well, and I have also shown you how you can create bring in your 2 people, help them bring in their 2 people, build out your network, and how you can then benefit from the volume generated from your team in pushing you up the ranks. Get that will help you to get your bonus level payouts, which will fund your robot even further. Because the more you fund your robot and the more sales you get, the more cashback you receive, the more money you make. It's as simple as that. So I hope that this benefits you. I hope that it shows you the process. The process. Now, if you're helping people to, as it were, go through this process of creating their accounts and registering their accounts and stuff like that, to explain something that you may have noticed, and for that reason, that's why I logged out here, that you can see it. You would have seen at some point me going to log into an account, and you're seeing a bunch of accounts already on that page. What I've done is, in helping persons to create their accounts, like on this page that you're seeing here, you'll notice that I have choose an account to log in. I have mine, I have my wife's, this is Arnetta's, and I have a bunch of other accounts here, and these are all persons who are in my network who I have assisted in setting their accounts up, and as a result, that's why I have all these things here. Now the thing is that I do this because, as the one who is leading the charge for them and who is introduced them to the system, I'm just doing that to ensure that at least in the initial stages they have a clear idea of what to do. And I'm also doing this to ensure that in replicating or duplicating what I've done, they can then log into their accounts, see how it all works, and in following the videos that I create, then they can see what is needful, what is necessary to be successful then in mastering it. Then they can go on to help their people, and I'm still available to help their people as well. So that's what I do, and I hope that this video serves to enlighten and educate you on the process so that you correctly go through the motion. Like I said before, while you only need 2 people to unlock that binary, I know some persons are go-getters. They're going to have a dozen or so affiliates under them, and hey, you know what, if that's the case, so be it. But you only really need 2 people to blow this thing right out the water. I know of one person out of France who started by funding his robot with $120, and he had only 3 people under him, and his 3 people went on to build their networks, and today he's earning over 550 US a day. Can you imagine earning 550 US a day over the period of a month? That is life-changing income. But I don't want this to be all about money, because at the end of the day, I'm doing this to help persons, because I realize that in so doing, I'm putting them in a position that they can not only make money for themselves and help their families, but they can go on to share with others who are their peers and help them to do the same. And that's what it's all about. So I thank you guys for watching. I hope that you will go through this video carefully, and like I said, you can send me any questions that you want. Anything that you are not sure of, you can send to me the questions so that I can properly answer them for you and get you all squared away. Okay, so I have put the information here to ask questions. Simply drop me an email here at this address, david@davidjonesmarketing.com. And you can also follow me on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/c/davidjonesmarketing/videos. You'll see the videos there. Do subscribe when you get there and click that notification bell so that you'll be able to see new videos when I upload them. And of course, you'll see 1 or 2 other videos of other stuff I'm doing. But that's basically it, guys. So that is all I wanted to share with you. So that brings me to the end of this presentation. I hope you got value. I hope you're better now equipped to take on Inb.Network and AI marketing and go out there and crush it. So thank you guys again for watching. This has been David Jones of David Jones Marketing. Over and out.